Okay, namaste dear student. Very warm good morning. Today I am continuing the science class that we have started of class 9, the measurement topic. And last class we have discussed about the measurement, definition of measurement, why it is necessary, and the types of physical quantities. Now today we are studying about the fundamental units and derived units. So first of all, I want to start from the definition. Okay, what does fundamental unit mean? So we have already studied that fundamental quantities and the derived quantities. So fundamental units are obviously the units of fundamental quantities. So we can define fundamental unit as the unit which are independent of other units. That means they have the free existence. It does not depend upon the other units. So the fundamental units are the independent units, and also it is known as the basic units. So the fundamental units are the units of are called definition are called fundamental units, and these are the units of fundamental quantities, that is fundamental physical quantities. Like we have discussed kilogram, mass as a fundamental physical quantity, and length as a fundamental physical quantity. So there are some examples of fundamental unit, like mass is a fundamental quantity, so its unit is kilogram. So kilogram is the fundamental unit. Similarly, meter is the fundamental unit of length. Similarly, time is a fundamental physical quantity and its unit is fundamental unit is second. These are the three quantity before, and others units are also other fundamental physical quantities are also there, like temperature is also a fundamental quantity and its unit is Kelvin. So Kelvin is the fundamental unit of the fundamental physical quantity temperature, and they are not differentiable, or that we cannot resolve into the simpler forms. Like the kilogram is itself one form, one unit, so it is not further divisible, further simplified for other units. It is not combined form of other unit. Similarly, meter, second, Kelvin. So altogether we have got 7 fundamental physical quantities, and their units. Okay, I am enlisting these 7 fundamental physical quantities and their respective unit that you can see here. I am going to enlist them. Okay, fundamental quantity, unit, and symbol. And we have already known, like simpler form, like fundamental quantity, mass, its unit is kilogram, and the symbol we use here is kg. Next one is length, is the fundamental physical quantity, and it is measured in meter. that is fundamental unit is meter, and it is symbolized by small m. Next one is time, and it is measured in second, and symbol we use a small s. And next one is temperature, and its unit is Kelvin. Other units are also there like Celsius, Celsius, Fahrenheit, but we use here is Kelvin is its fundamental unit, and it is represented by capital K. And next one is electric current, and electric current is measured in ampere, and its symbol is symbolized by capital A. And next one is luminous intensity, and it is used in terms of like luminous means light, related to light, and it is measured in candela, and it is symbolized by CD. And next 7 number is amount of substance. So amount of substance is measured in mole, and it is symbolized by MOL. So these are the 7 basic quantities or fundamental quantities. There are the units and there are the symbols. So sometimes we are asked in the question in examination, we are say that what are the fundamental units or SI unit of electric current, luminous intensity. These are the some familiar one that we have been studying from our lower classes, and here sometimes we are asked about this SI unit or a fundamental unit of temperature, electric current, luminous intensity, amount of substance. So we have to remember the temperature is measured in Kelvin, electric current in ampere, luminous intensity in candela, and amount of substance in mole. So I think you will memorize this all, and you give the preference to these 4 physical quantity. Or we are also may ask what like that way also, what is the fundamental quantity that is measured in Kelvin, then we have to remember the temperature. Or what physical quantity is measured in ampere or candela or mole. So you have to remember these 7 fundamental physical quantities, their units and symbol, and further it is helpful for our SI system also. While we study the SI system, again these 7 fundamental quantities will come, and we again discuss more on the SI unit also. Now next one we study about the derived unit. Okay, I think we have copied. From word also we can understand that the derived units means they may derive from other units, or other units mean that is fundamental units, or deriving they come from. भनेको derived unit भन्नाले केही अरूबाट आएको, अरूबाट derive भएका, अरूको कम्बाइनबाट फर्म भएका युनिट्सहरु हुन्. So we can say derived units as the units which are formed by the combination of 2 or more fundamental units. Means they are composed of, or they are formed, they are made by the combinations of 2 or more fundamental units. So now let's write the definition. So derived units are are the units formed by combination of two or more fundamental units. So they are the units of कुन क्वान्टिटी होला त? फंडामेंटल क्वान्टिटी हो? होइन, they are the units of derived physical quantities. So there are many derived units. Some of examples are like the area. The unit of area is meter square. यहाँ मीटर स्क्वायर आएको छ. यहाँ के मिलेर बनेको त? दुईटा मीटर को युनिट कम्बाइन भयो. त्यस्तै भोल्युम को मीटर क्यूब, त्यस्तै भेलोसिटी मीटर पर सेकेन्ड. अस्ति हामीले भेलोसिटी लाई डिराइभ फिजिकल क्वान्टिटी भनेर इन्लिस्ट गरिसकेका छौं. त्यस्तै एक्सिलरेशन rate of change of velocity, that is also derived physical quantity and its unit is meter per second square. Similarly, density is mass per unit volume, that is unit becomes mass को unit kg भयो अनि volume को unit meter cube. हामी फंडामेंटल युनिट्स को टर्म में एक्सप्रेस गरेका छौं. त्यसैले हामीले यिनीहरुलाई चाहिँ मात्र यहाँ फंडामेंटल युनिट्स को कम्बाइन्ड फर्म में लेखेका छौं. जस्तै डेन्सिटी को सीरियस सिस्टम में भयो ग्राम पर सेन्टिमिटर क्यूब होला. त्यस्तै यहाँ सेन्टिमिटर में भए युनिट में भए सेन्टिमिटर स्क्वायर होला, यहाँ सेन्टिमिटर क्यूब होला अथवा मिलिमिटर क्यूब होला, मिलिलिटर होला. तर हामीले सबैलाई चाहिँ केमा एक्सप्रेस गरेका छौं त? यहाँ सबै फंडामेंटल यूनिट को फर्म में एक्सप्रेस गरेका छौं. त्यसैले यिनीहरु सबै के भयो त? डिराइभ्ड युनिट्सहरु भयो. र डिराइभ्ड युनिट्सहरु चाहिँ फंडामेंटल युनिट में रिजल्भ गर्न सक्छौं हामी. दुईटा अथवा तीनटा र सो भन्दा बढी फर्म में चाहिँ रिजल्भ गर्न सक्छौं. सिम्प्लिफाई गर्न सक्ने भएको हामी कम्बाइन्ड फर्म में एक्सप्रेस गर्न सक्छौं. त्यो कम्बाइन्ड फर्म में एक्सप्रेस गर्न सकिने भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि यस्ता युनिट्सहरु चाहिँ डिराइभ्ड फिजिकल क्वान्टिटीजहरुको युनिटहरु चाहिँ डिराइभ्ड युनिट्सहरुमा भए. र हामीलाई एक्जाम मा सोध्न सक्छ. वी मे आस्क व्हाई द युनिट अफ भेलोसिटी, लाइक unit of velocity is derived unit. Why भनेर हामीलाई सोध्न सक्छ. ल भर्खर भनिसके. यहाँ चाहिँ युनिट के भयो त? मिटर पर सेकेन्ड भयो. अब मिटर पर सेकेन्ड भनेपछि त अघि हामीले फंडामेंटल युनिटहरु चाहिँ फर्दर अरु फर्ममा चाहिँ रिजल्भ गर्न सकिदैन भन्यौ. बट लेट्स सी हियर, दिस इज द युनिट अफ भेलोसिटी. र यहाँ भेलोसिटी में के युनिट आएको छ त? मिटर भनेपछि एउटा लेन्थ को युनिट भयो. त्यस्तै सेकेन्ड यहाँ एस भनेपछि टाइम को युनिट भयो. र लेन्थ र टाइम को युनिट यहाँ कम्बाइन्ड फर्म में आयो किनकि मिटर पर सेकेन्ड छ. यसरी कम्बाइन्ड फर्म में आइसकेपछि भेलोसिटी चाहिँ के को युनिट? डिराइभ्ड युनिट भयो. अघि डेफिनेसनमै लेखेका छौं. दुई वा सो भन्दा बढी फंडामेंटल युनिटहरु मिलेर बनेको युनिटलाई हामीले डिराइभ्ड युनिट भनेका छौं. र भेलोसिटीमा चाहिँ कुन युनिट आयो त? मिटर र सेकेन्ड आयो. दैट मीन्स हियर इज द टू युनिट्स को कम्बिनेसन भयो. के को र? लेन्थ को र टाइम को. सो भेलोसिटी को युनिट चाहिँ डिराइभ्ड युनिट हो. सो अब हामीले एक्जाममा चाहिँ अब यसलाई कसरी लेख्छौं त है? यस्तो धेरै क्वेशनहरु आउन सक्छ. र एउटा अब भेलोसिटीलाई चाहिँ कसरी हामी एक्सप्रेस गर्न सक्छौं? भेलोसिटी एज द डिराइभ्ड युनिट कसरी लेख्ने त हामी एक्जाम्पलबाट भेरिफाई गर्न सक्छौं. कसरी लेख्ने एकचोटी यहाँ ध्यान दिएर हेरौँ. ओके, लेट्स सी. ओके, वी नो velocity is equal to के हो त velocity अस्ति हामीले फिजिकल डिराइभ फिजिकल क्वान्टिटी र फन्डामेन्टल फिजिकल क्वान्टिटीमा लेखेका छौं velocity को फर्मुला के हो त rate of change of displacement. So it is displacement by time. Displacement by अब यहाँ चाहिँ नझुकेर है जस्तै डिस्प्लेसमेन्टलाई चाहिँ यस राखेका छौं र अघि फेरि हामीले के भनेका छौं त टाइमलाई पनि यसमा राखेका छौं त्यसैले यहाँ चाहिँ डिस्प्लेसमेन्टको सिम्बल यस टाइमको सिम्बल चाहिँ टी लेखेको मैले है युनिट लेखेको छैन है ओके नाउ राइटिङ द रेस्पेक्टिभ युनिट नाउ अब युनिट अफ भेलोसिटी के हुने भयो त हेरौं है so unit of velocity becomes displacement is the shortest distance between 2 points. So distance means length and the unit of length is meter, fundamental unit, and we know time is measured in second. So unit of velocity is meter per second. Now you can see the unit of velocity is formed by two fundamental quantities, units of fundamental quantity, that is length and time, and the unit is meter and second. So we can write that here unit of velocity can be expressed in terms of two fundamental unit, that is meter and second. र अघि डिफिनेसनले के भनेको त दुईटा युनिट्सको they are formed by the combination of units. So here two fundamental units are combined here, they are meter and second. So unit of velocity is derived unit. Okay, in exam we may ask these types of question for 2 marks, and I think you can show like this way. Now for the next example also we are going to see जस्तै जहिले पनि भेलोसिटी एक्सेलरेसन मात्र सोध्न चाहिँ यहाँ चाहिँ धेरैवटा है सयौंवटा युनिट्सहरु हुन सक्छन् डिराइभ युनिट्स कहिलेकाहीँ अब हामीलाई जहिले सजिलोको रूपमा भेलोसिटी एक्सेलरेसन एरियाको युनिट सोधिन्छ भन्ने छैन कहिलेकाहीँ हामीलाई फोर्सको सोध्ला कहिलेकाहीँ हामीलाई चाहिँ प्रेसर दैट इज द युनिट अफ प्रेसरको युनिट के हुन्छ होला त प्रेसर मीन फोर्स पर युनिट एरिया. So it becomes Newton per meter square. Similarly, density को सोध्ला र हामी चाहिँ अब त्यसको लागि हामी चाहिँ पहिला फर्मुलाहरु डेफिनेसन्सहरु चाहिँ थाहा पाउनु पर्यो त्यो हामी डिस्कस गर्दै जाने छौं र एउटा अर्को एक्जाम्पल लेट्स सी and we see about the force. Okay, let's see about the force. The force को unit के होला त its unit is Newton. अब हामीलाई चाहिँ जाँचमा सोध्न सक्छ we may ask the unit of force Newton is derived unit. Why? Now let's see. We know force is mass into acceleration. Okay. अब हामीले फोर्स को डेफिनेसन अनुसार मास इन्टु एक्सेलरेसन फर्मुला फर्स्टमा एक्सप्रेस गर्ने फर्मुला. अब फोर्स को युनिट मास एउटा फन्डामेन्टल युनिट फन्डामेन्टल फिजिकल क्वान्टिटी भयो यसको युनिट राख्ने बेलामा फन्डामेन्टल युनिट राख्छौं. अब एक्सेलरेसन भनेको फन्डामेन्टल फिजिकल क्वान्टिटी होइन. इट इज नट अ फन्डामेन्टल फिजिकल क्वान्टिटी. एन्ड लास्ट क्लास वी हैव डिस्कस acceleration is the derived physical quantity. So now we express them in the unit. So mass लाई चाहिँ m ले represent गरौँ, acceleration लाई a ले represent गरौँ. अब expressing in respective units. अब force भनेको के, force को unit, अब unit of force के हुन्छ त? mass को unit के हुन्छ? किलोग्राम. fundamental unit. Acceleration भनेको rate of change of velocity. So it becomes unit के हुन्छ त अब acceleration को? meter per second square हुन्छ. मिटर अनि सेकेन्ड स्क्वायर भनेपछि दुईचोटी सेकेन्ड आउने भयो. किन त एक्सिलरेसन भनेको रेट अफ चेन्ज अफ भेलोसिटी v/t हुन्छ. भेलोसिटीको युनिट मिटर पर सेकेन्ड, फेरि अर्को टाइमले डिभाइड हुन जान्छ, त्यसैले सेकेन्ड दुईचोटी आउँछ. अब युनिट के हुने भयो त अब यसको? केजी मिटरको m भयो, सेकेन्डको दुईचोटी आएकोले सेकेन्ड स्क्वायर भयो. यसलाई नै हामी के भन्छौं त अब? न्यूटन. So in science, for the honor of the scientist, we express the unit on your name like Newton, kg meter per second square. So you have to remember Newton भन्ने बित्तिकै there are the three fundamental units found in that unit. They are kilogram, meter and time. So now we can write that here the unit of force, that is Newton, can be expressed in terms of fundamental units, that are kg, meter and second. So unit of force is derived unit. So like this way you can. So similarly the unit of pressure, unit of work done, unit of power, you can express them in the combination of two or more fundamental quantity, and you can write the conclusion that they are the derived unit. So whenever you are asked why the unit of force, why the unit of pressure, why the unit of work done, why the unit of density are derived unit, then first of all your duty is to express them in the combination of two or more fundamental units, and if you can show they are combined or they are derived from the other fundamental units, then you can write the conclusion that they are the derived units. So here I have given us some practice work for you can do at your home, and I am pasting here. Okay, look here. Okay, the first question I think you can do, that is write any two differences between fundamental units and derived units, and while differentiating make the table and start from the definition. That will be your strong point, and Next one is fundamental units are the unit of fundamental physical quantity, and derived units are the units of derived physical quantities. You can enlist that point also, or you can write there are 7 fundamental units in SI system, and you can write there are many derived units in SI system. Okay, you can enlist that point. And next one is kilogram is the fundamental unit. Why? Like meter, Kelvin is the fundamental unit. I have already told you that these fundamental units are not the resolvable, or they cannot be further resolved into the other forms. So while giving the reasoning of 2 number question, like you know that kilogram is the basic unit or the fundamental unit of what? Basic unit of mass, and it is not further resolved into other units. So you can write kilogram is the fundamental unit. Similarly, meter is the fundamental unit. Why? That means meter is the basic unit of what? Mass? No, it is the what? Meter is the fundamental unit of length, and it is not further resolved into other units. So you can write that way. By knowing the definition, you can give the reason. Like Kelvin, के को हो त Kelvin? Temperature को र त्यो पनि फेरि फर्दर डिजल्भ अथवा रिजल्भ गर्न मिल्दैन, सिम्प्लिफाई गर्न मिल्दैन। त्यो गर्न नमिल्ने भइसकेपछि के को युनिट हुने भयो त? किन फन्डामेन्टल युनिट भयो त? किनकि तिनीहरू फर्दर रिजल्भेबल छैन, तिनीहरूलाई अरु युनिटको टर्ममा एक्सप्रेस गर्न सक्दैनौ भनेर चाहिँ लेख्नु पर्यो। र तलको छ अघि जस्तै विभिन्न फिजिकल क्वान्टिटीको युनिटहरूलाई चाहिँ केमा किन डिराइभ युनिट हो भनेर सोधेको छ। जस्तै भेलोसिटीको अघि भर्खर मैले इक्जाम्पल गरिदिएको छु। जस्तै एक्सिलरेसनको लेख्न सक्छौ। एक्सिलरेसन भनेको के हो त? मिटर पर सेकेन्ड स्क्वायर हुन्छ। किन त? एकैपटक मैले किन लेखे त? डेफिनेसन पहिला थाहा पाउनु पर्यो। डेफिनेसन अनुसार के हो त? एक्सिलरेसन मीन्स rate of change of velocity, velocity by time, and velocity is rate of change of displacement. So unit becomes meter per second square. And third one, there is the density. Density is simply mass per unit volume. And you know, mass fundamental unit is kilogram, and volume means length, breadth into height. Simply you can know that. And length is also in meter, breadth is also in meter, and height is also in meter. So meter times meter 3 times त्यहाँ आयो. So meter into meter into meter cube हुन्छ. Further, the density we can express the unit of density in the fundamental, in terms of the fundamental unit mass and meter. So it is the, also you can write a conclusion, density as the derived unit, density को unit. त्यस्तै अर्को छ force को, force mass into acceleration, mass किलोग्राम मा, acceleration फेरि मिटर पर सेकेन्ड स्क्वायर, यहाँबाट लेख्न सक्छौ डाइरेक्टली. त्यस्तै work done, mathematically work done is force into displacement. So again force itself is a derived unit भइसकेको छ, derived physical quantity, फेरि displacement आएको छ. फेरि के गर्न सक्छौ त त्यहाँ? You can express them in terms of fundamental physical quantity. I think you can get the result, kg meter square per second square. Finally you can resolve the unit of work done in terms of kilogram, meter and second. So it becomes the derived physical quantity work done भयो, and its unit kg meter per second square, and it becomes the what? Derived unit, and simply we call it as the joule. यसले इक्जाममा कहिलेकाहीँ सोध्ला joule is the derived unit, why भनेर सोध्ला, त्यो पनि याद गर्ने. त्यसै power, the formula of power is what? Work done by time, rate of doing work. And work done, you know work done को unit आइसकेको छ. work done के हो त? joule. त्यस्तै टाइम सेकेन्ड जुल पर सेकेन्डलाई हामी के भन्छौँ वाट or you may ask what is the derived unit, and you can further simplify writing replacing the units in this formula, and finally you can get the result kg meter square per second cube. त्यस्तै अर्को 7 नम्बरमा छ प्रेसर पावर को भइसक्यो भर्खर. सो प्रेसर इज फर्मुला इज फोर्स पर युनिट एरिया र यसको युनिटलाई के भन्छ पास्कल और न्यूटन पर मिटर स्क्वायर. र फोर्स को अघि आइसकेको छ. फोर्स को के हुन्छ होला त अघि भर्खर डिराइभ गरेका छौं. फोर्स बिकम केजी मिटर पर सेकेन्ड स्क्वायर, and again here is the what area meter square, and finally while you simplify you can get kg per meter per second square, and we call it what Pascal. So you can further simplify. I have written the simple hints. I think you can practice at your home. Okay, be safe, stay in discipline at your home, and practice the sum of these questions, and you can submit the answer sheet in our Facebook page. Okay, thank you. This much for today. Okay, namaste.